Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a big room drop tutorial, and I'm going to try to do it in under 10 minutes, but I can't make any promises. I already have a silent in here just to save some time, and I already picked out a pretty decent kick. It's from a free WA What About Big Room Kick sample pack. You can find it on their SoundCloud or on their website. This is what it's. So real quick, I actually uploaded this video yesterday, and luckily someone commented saying that I forgot to set it to 128, which is like the first rule of big room and most mainstream EDM. It's just set it to 128. That's the magic number. It was a long day for me yesterday, and I had it set to 120. It didn't sound too bad though at a slower speed, but we're gonna do it the way everyone else does it for the sake of the video. So we're gonna duplicate this one bar. We're gonna make a 4-bar loop. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so then once we have that, we're gonna duplicate this 3 more times to have full 16 bars. Alright, we could cut out the final bar, and we can cut out the 8th bar. Take the last kick away from the 4th bar and the last kick away from the 12th bar. Alright, so I have silent already in here, Command Shift M, and this is the sound we are going to be making. Oh, on. Alright, so that's the synth I made in the previous video. So if you want to learn how to make that saw sound, which is like a very generic sound, check out my previous video where I show you guys exactly how to make this within Silent 1. Alright, so I had a melody from yesterday. Real quick, with big room melodies, less is definitely more. You want something simple. Alright, and we're going to duplicate this just to get inspired for the rest of the melody. Alright, so for the first bar and the third bar, it's going to be exactly the same. For the second and the fourth, we're going to have some variations. Alright, so if you guys noticed that the G sharp just didn't sound good, that's because it wasn't in the G minor scale, which we're working in because that's what the kick is in. With big room, more than any other genre, make sure your kick is in the same key as the rest of the track you're working in. And for the fourth bar, we're going to duplicate these last notes. Alright, so that's good enough for now. Duplicate this and also duplicate the entire track. We're gonna duplicate it twice actually, and for this the second one, we're just gonna leave it the same and take away the first 2 stabs and bring everything up 1 octave. Alright, now for the fourth one, we're going to add a layer, a different synth, and I'm going to use a bank from one of the Zen World banks from Evolution of Sounds, Silent, Evolution Volume 1, Revolution Volume 1. and we're going to use Big Room Mayhem 8. Alright, so I already brought EQs in to this one before we even started, but I'm just going to show you guys. The next thing you want to do is EQ these three. So go to Audio Effects, EQ 8, and drag an EQ 8 into each one. And we're going to cut out the low ends because you just can't have that any low end fighting with your kicks. Alright, so for this one, this one's going to be way sharper, guys. Bring in some more high end to this one because this is more of a mono signal where you're just going to want that squeakiness to it. And now we're just going to mess around with the levels. Alright, so I have everything right around -6, and that's because you want to anchor everything to your kick, which basically means the kick should be the loudest part of the track. And I have some things going over right now, but that's because we didn't really add any effects to them except for the EQ. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to saturate each and every one of them. And what I'm trying to do with the saturation is limit that light green line and bring the bright green line up more. So we're going to turn soft clipping on, go to soft sign, and we're going to just turn the drive up. Alright, so when you turn the drive up, it is compressing it and making it just sound thicker and fuller, adding harmonics to it. But to get it back to the original volume, just mess around with the output until you get it down to the level you want. So I'm going to do the same with the other two. Now I'm really saturating the fuck out of this. Some people might say I'm doing too much, but that's just the sound I'm going to go for, and this is actually a synth that's going to be driving the full synth. Alright, so now the third one. We'll leave this as an analog clip. Alright, and now we're going to just turn the reverb off of all of these. And turning the reverb off of all of these is going to make it just sound a little bit louder, but we're going to cancel it out by adding our own reverb, the same reverb to all three of them. Because all these reverbs are different reverbs, except for these two are the same because they are the same synth, just at different octaves. So now we want to group them, which is going to be Command and then click on each one, and then Command G. And then we're going to add our own reverb. I'm not going to do it in under 10 minutes, but I'll try to get as close as possible. Play around with the decay time a little bit. Alright, so that's it for that. Now we're going to add a clap loop. This one's good. It's not too much. And I'm not going to put it in the beginning. I'm going to put it in towards the end. And wherever there's no kicks, I'm also going to take away the clap. Oh my god, what the fuck. Alright. Alright, so we want to add some reverb to these claps because we want them to take up a little more space in the mix. And we're also going to just use a utility to make these wider in the mix and more on the sides. But not too much. We'll pan them to the left a little bit. Not much. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find a tom. Perfect. Alright, and we're going to chop this up to just get the one tom that we need. And the tom pattern, it's the most basic one I'm going to be doing. It's on the 3. No, yeah, the 4 and the 2. So now you just take this and duplicate this all the way across as well. Just go. Oh shit. Alright, and now we could add a reverse crash. This one's pretty good. It's got that little warping situation towards the end, so I'm going to find close enough. Alright guys, so you could also add a percussive loop with some hi-hats and some shakers and rides and stuff within here too. You can add a crash to go before this reverse and a separate different crash to go after the reverse, or some white noise that's sidechain to the kicks. But yeah, this is the basic, the main part, the meat and potatoes of a big room drop. I did it in about 12 minutes, but here it is, guys. Alright guys, so that's it. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you, Julenzo, who commented on my last video letting me know that I fucked up the major rule of big room, which is 128, guys. If you want to see another video, just comment what you want to see and I'll try to do it for you guys. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe, guys. I'd really appreciate it, because when I get more people following me, it's going to inspire me to do more and more videos like this. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.